I made chocolate chip muffins, and I'm sorry, I need to eat it. Once I start this video, I'll tell you where I got the recipe from. Long story short, I'm trying to meal prep more for like snacks, because I've been doing my food shop every week, and honestly my food shop every week is coming to over £100, and I'm just not willing to spend £100, over £100 every week on a food shop. So Adam goes to work, like he leaves the house to go to work, so we've been like meal prepping his lunch. We were doing the whole like Tesco meal deal, buying a sandwich and the snack and the drink and all the rest of it, and I was like, I can do this so much better. You don't even like sandwiches. Anyway, welcome to today's video. We are doing a Q&A that I posted on Instagram yesterday. Just a bit of a catch up, bit of a third trimester chat, life chat, anything like that. I'm so out of breath. I am so out of breath, it's actually unreal. But anyway, we're going to fire in. We're going to try and keep this video to 15 minutes because I talk too much and there's no need. There's no need. So grab yourself a tea, a coffee, a water, a juice, walk on the treadmill, cycle, I don't know what you're doing, do whatever you want to do. I'm actually going to show you where I got that recipe from first, because that is rude for me not to share that. Where is it? Vegan muffin I typed in, I think, and it was the girl, this girl here,
flour and sugar,
Maya. I'm not going to say her second name because I'm going to butcher it. If you look up this girl here, she has loads of vegan recipes. I think her page is just, oh, Fit Green Mind. If you look her up, you will find the muffin recipe. Anyway, we're doing a Q&A. Where is the question box? I just posted on Instagram, going to film a YouTube Q&A for tomorrow, i.e. today. Ask any questions whatsoever. So I actually haven't read through these questions yet. I'm just going to pick out the ones I like as we read and see what I've not answered so far on this journey of life. Okay, number one. How do you stay positive in pregnancy? Okay. I have been mostly positive, but I have had days where I have been really negative about it. I will be honest, there have been days where I'm really sad. There's days where I'm like, I feel so heavy and I feel like an alien in my body. I feel like this is not what I usually look like or what I feel like, and I feel like I'm out of breath, I feel like I'm tired. That's not the next thing. Overall, when I am positive, it's because I am aware of what this journey is. You know, I am creating a person. Well, I have created a person. They're now like 32.5 weeks, so they're pretty well formed. Obviously we've still got a few weeks to go, but overall I am positive because I know what the end result is, and it is hard because you're hormonal and you're tired and you're hungry, then you're not hungry, then you're full, then there's all sorts going on, but you just have to remember what the end result is. And I have to also remind myself that as much as 9 months is such a long time, because it's a really long time. In the grand scheme of things, it's not. I keep saying it's a year because I'm like, by the time you do your 9 months, and then there's obviously the postpartum phase and trying to get to grips with everything, it's probably like a year before I can even get back into like a proper like fitness routine and all the rest of it. So it's a year of your life that you're committing to making this baby, which is a lot. So if you have negative days, that's absolutely fine. Okay, it's allowed. But just remember what the end result is. And yeah, I keep thinking about it from the perspective as well of like, I have such a good relationship, and I feel like, oh my gosh, we've created a person that's half me and half you, and this is like a family unit now. Not that you need children to like have a family. You and your partner can be family enough, but it's just a new element. It's just a new element. So I think that's helpful. Do you have, well, there's quite a few questions about like weight gain and body changes. So do you have spider veins or varicose veins? I don't know what a spider vein is. I have varicose veins. I have a few on my thigh that I've always had, like they've always just been there. I don't think it bothers me. Doesn't bother me. Stretch marks, have you gained any stretch marks yet? I actually haven't gained stretch marks yet. So I have stretch marks already. I have stretch marks on the sides of my boobs, I have stretch marks on the inside of my thighs and on my glutes, and that's all just from puberty, weight training, growing, changing your body shape, all the rest of it. They do not bother me in the slightest, like stretch marks in those areas, and they're all white ones, so it's kind of, they're not as obvious, I guess. Will I be honest and say I hope I don't get stretch marks on my stomach? Of course. I'm not gonna lie and be like, I don't care if I get stretch marks on my stomach. I do care if I get stretch marks on my stomach. I'm doing the necessary things to hopefully prevent it, but if I do get them, is it the end of the world? Absolutely not. It's absolutely not. There's no issue with stretch marks, okay? But I will be honest and say that I would prefer not to have them, and that's fine. I actually meant to finish off the rest of this part of this video by saying that whilst I haven't had any stretch marks on my stomach yet, and I'm saying yet because there's still time, they can always happen, the body change I have noticed the most is cellulite. So I have had so much cellulite on my bum and the back of my legs, and like I said, I've been dry brushing, drinking lots of water, all that kind of stuff, but it's there and that's it. And I definitely notice it more in the gym, and I notice it under the light that's in, we have like a red light in our room that we use sometimes, and sometimes I catch myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh my god, where does all this cellulite come from? So whilst I've not had stretch marks yet, the cellulite is real. My mum didn't have any stretch marks. She had 2 children. My mum has no stretch marks, no cellulite, no nothing, no dry skin, no, she has really good skin. So I'm hoping that maybe as a genetic factor, because stretch marks can be genetic when it comes to pregnancy. They're genetic, you know, you can do all the moisturiser and the oils and all the rest of it that you want, but you know, you genetically just might be predispositioned to get them, and that's absolutely fine. I am using, body lotion wise, I am using the, what is it, Garnier Body Superfood. It's a big massive tub. It's about a tenner, right, in Boots, but it was so worth a tenner. Like it's this massive big tub, and I think I'm using the cocoa butter and I don't know, cocoa butter one, but I honestly love it. Like I said, it's a tenner, which is pricey, but oh, that's a big hard bit, but honestly I think it's a tenner well spent if you can spend it. Well, that was a really good bit of muffin. And I'm also dry brushing. I'm only dry brushing like twice a week. I would like to do it more, but I'm also dry brushing because, so I dry brushed anyway, like maybe once or twice a week, because I get really dry skin because I wear fake tan. See, if I don't wear fake tan, I don't have dry skin, but if I am regularly wearing tan, I will notice my skin is way more flaky, way more dry, especially on the insides of my elbows, my wrists, and my legs. So normally I dry brush before my shower. It's not even 5 minutes. I do like 30 seconds per area, so I would do like 30 seconds lower leg, 30 seconds upper leg, same on the other side, 30 seconds on my arm, 30 seconds on my arm, kind of across my chest and up. I'm just kind of doing it around the sides of my stomach right now. So I dry brush and I moisturise every day. Other than that, I eat a healthy diet for the most part and exercise and drink a lot of water. So I'm thinking that's as much as I can do out with what my genetic predisposition may be. And how much weight have you gained so far? So this is the thing, it's hard to tell because I normally sit around 57, 58 kilo, but in my first trimester I was so nauseous that I was not eating anywhere near the amount of food I would normally eat. I had a few weeks off the gym and I definitely lost weight. So when I went for my first midwife appointment at, I think it was like 10 weeks, she weighed me and I was 53 kilo. So I was like maybe 4 kilo lighter than normal. I think that if I don't eat my consistent calorie intake, protein intake and train regularly, within the space of a couple of weeks I will lose a couple of kilo, and I don't want to do that. Excuse me. So I was 53 kilo, but I usually more around 57, 58. The last time I weighed myself, which was a few weeks ago, I honestly was like 68 kilo. So on the midwife scales, I'm going to be up 15 kilo. From my normal weight, I am up like 10 kilo. Honestly, at this point, it is what it is. I am training well and I'm eating well for the most part. I'm drinking my water and all the rest of it. Whatever weight I put on is the weight I need to put on to grow a baby, and that's it. I'm not thinking any more past that. It's just what it is. Oh, I love a mint tea. Okay, would love to know how you're feeling strength-wise in the gym and have you made any adaptations? So, I actually said this the other day. We were in the gym yesterday and I said to Adam, I was like, I feel like my leg days are where I've really changed the weight. More so on, so I've not been hip thrusting. I've not hip thrusted the whole 7 months. So honestly, the strength on that's going to be gone. I have really reduced my squat weight just because I was really feeling it in my lower back. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you something. See when a baby moves in your belly, it's so weird. Ugh. So my squat weight is definitely down. But things like lunges, machines, RDLs, they've kind of all been the same, if not just like slightly lower. But I would definitely say leg days today that suffered the most in terms of like strength. Upper body is not changed. Some things have now in the 3rd trimester because they're engaging my core too much. But in terms of like dumbbell work, it's kind of the same, but I've not been benching, so I don't know if my bench is still the same. My weights are definitely down. Put it this way, my weights are definitely down. But I said to Adam yesterday, I was like, oh, I don't feel like they're drastically down. Like I don't feel like it's made too much of a difference. And he was like, Steph, by the time you've been pregnant for 9 months, by the time you give birth, you have to do 6 weeks off the gym and then slowly get back into it. It's going to be a year. You will have really regressed because in the space of a year normally you should have progressed quite a lot in the gym. And I thought, you know what, sir, you are right. You're too knowledgeable for your own good because you just annoyed me with that information. I thought I would be like, oh, I can still do 18 kilo dumbbells for chest press. I'm okay. And he's like, well, you should be up at like 26 by now. And I'm like, you are annoyingly correct. Oh my goodness, this is the thing, one of my symptoms right now is blocked sinuses. I am so, but it's more so I think because it's also summer and it's really hot. I'm just like, I'm so warm and I can't breathe properly. Okay, do you have any special maternity gym wear or can you recommend anything? So I haven't bought any maternity gym wear. However, My Protein sent me a bunch of their maternity stuff. The maternity zip up jacket thing, 10 out of 10 recommend. They have a nursing sports bra that I've not tried on yet. They had like a, it depends what your style is because some of the clothes weren't really my style, so they had like a short sleeve t-shirt. So like a kind of full length t-shirt with short sleeves on it, and it's a really nice top. It's not the style I would personally wear, but it's a nice top. I would actually wear it more with jeans or with like cargo trousers or something like that. But, pardon me, and they did send me maternity leggings. Loved the concept of the fact that there's actually a bit for your belly to go in, but they didn't quite fit my thighs and my bum the same. But definitely check them out if you're looking for something yourself. But the pair of leggings, I've been wearing a pair of leggings the whole pregnancy, and they are, I mean, I wear them to the gym and then I wear them day to day as well. Not in the house because, let's be honest, we're always comfy in joggies. But if I'm going out anywhere, I have these black leggings on. They are expensive. They're by a brand called Tona, T-O-N-A. I'll try and put a screenshot of their Instagram up here. They basically emailed me months ago, and it was something along the lines of the person that originally created the Lululemon leggings has started another brand. Can we send you a pair of leggings? And they only have black leggings, and I was like, I don't even wear black leggings, but I was intrigued because I've never tried Lululemon because I find them expensive. So I got these leggings and I never take them off. Legit never take them off. The other day I actually had to go, they need to go in the wash. So basically, they're so soft and so stretchy, and they don't have a waistband. Like, they don't have a hard top finish. Like, it's just soft the whole way, if that makes sense. They make your bum look cracking, and they just don't dig in. Like, I have been wearing them for months and they still fit perfect, and I just have them in a size small. So if I was to recommend anything, if you thought, actually I'm going to splurge on something, then by all means splurge on these leggings. They're like £120 or something though. They are expensive. I would not have paid for them, but now that I have them and been gifted them, 100% would pay £120 to have them again. They were so good, like so good. Let me see. Oh my god, I'm so out of breath. Any advice on knowing the right time to have a baby? Your relationship. It's more so about your relationship than just you as a person, because you could be ready to have a baby in your eyes. You could be like, oh, I'd love to have a baby, I'd love to start a family, but you're either not in a relationship, or you're maybe in a relationship that you shouldn't be in, or that person doesn't want to have a child, or all the rest of it. I never really was fussed about having children until I was in the relationship that I am in now. And it was an easy decision. It was an easy decision to think, this is the stage of life we're at, let's do it. Which I think that'll be different for everyone though. I do think people will have different reasons, but that was kind of my reasoning on it. How did you know when to up your caloric intake during pregnancy? So I didn't. Pretty much, for those that don't know, when you're pregnant, you do not need any extra calories first or second trimester. You only need an extra, I think it's between 200 and 400 calories in your third trimester, depending on you as a person. You might need 200, you might need 400, which is honestly the size of a snack or a really small meal. It's not drastically different. But what I have found personally was, first trimester, so nauseous, so sicky and tired that I ate like a bland carbohydrate diet. Second trimester, way back on the healthy food, loving it, eating all my regular meals, but also had extreme sweet tooth. I was eating way more snacks, way more desserts, sweet foods, all the rest of it than normal. I definitely ate a surplus of calories in the second trimester. Now that I'm in the third trimester, I get so full so easily. Like, I will eat my usual diet. I posted a video, my last video last week was me tracking my food, and it worked out that I ate about 2,500 calories that day. That's plenty for me. I am listening to my body, eating intuitively. I'm not going to force myself to eat more than I feel like I can. And I got measured. Oh my god, my brain just stopped working there. I got measured the last time I was at the midwife, and she said the baby is bang on the weight they're supposed to be. They've got a nice full looking tummy, like nice and round. For your size, i.e. me, they are slightly on the upper end of that healthy bracket. So basically, like, there's obviously like a increment, there's like an area of this is where you ideally want them to be, and they're just sitting like slightly on the higher end of that, which is good, you know. That is good. They're well fed, they're growing, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, so I know that everything I'm doing is fine. So that's that. Honestly, it just comes down to listening to your body. My nose. Let me see. Now you take a break from training postpartum. Yeah, you have to take 6 weeks postpartum minimum, and then you have to be cleared by your midwife or doctor, I'm not entirely sure, to say that you actually can start returning to exercise. This light keeps going up and down, up and down. Is that it fixed? Yes. You have to get cleared by your healthcare professional to then go back to your exercise routine. So basically, yes, I will be taking the recommended 6 weeks off from training, i.e. the gym, but I will obviously be doing my kind of like core rehab, pelvic floor rehab, and just walking. Is there a rush to do any of that? No, I'll probably have a few weeks of doing absolutely nothing. And if anything, it'll be like a walk, just to not go stir crazy being in the house. But overall, we'll take a few weeks of chilling. We'll start doing some core work, like recovery, rehab, that kind of thing, not ab work. And then obviously when we are cleared to go back to the gym, we will go back to the gym. And I'm going to also write a postpartum plan for that, for my app, because it's not a case of cool, I'm back at the gym, I'll just do exactly what I was doing before. It's not going to work like that. There's going to be a kind of re-entry to the gym, which is probably going to be like a 6-week long process, and kind of foundations and getting back into things, and then properly getting back into training. So actually it's going to be another whole, after birth there'll be 6 weeks off, and then 6 weeks foundation building. So that's 12 weeks, that's 3 months, that's another trimester of kind of getting back into it. Am I worried about it? No, not really. It'll be frustrating because it will be a slow process. But other than that, that's what we're doing. But mentioning my app, we have a pregnancy plan coming out next week. So make sure if you are interested in the pregnancy plan, I have a home version and a gym version, and they're broken down per trimester. So there's 6 guides in total. There's a guide for trimester 1 in the gym, trimester 1 at home, trimester 2 in the gym, trimester 2 at home, trimester 3 in the gym, and trimester 3 at home. And every one of them has also a written ebook attached to it with all the information you need to know about what's going on in your body during that time, why you're training a certain way, what you're doing and why you're not doing certain things, and nutrition tips. Along with, we have added a cravings section to the recipes. So if you're interested in a pregnancy plan, keep an eye out on my Instagram, because it'll be coming out hopefully next week. This is already 5 minutes longer than it should have been. Right, well, let's do 2 more. Let's see. What equipment do you use to film recipes and edit? Honestly, YouTube, I use a camera, but any stuff for Instagram, I used to use a camera, and see now I just use my phone. I use my iPhone. Let's pick a last question. How have your growing pains been? I'm in my 2nd trimester and the pelvic belly vag pains are horrid. Oh my god. So pain wise, my lower back is the one that struggles the most with the pain. I'm getting niggles here and there with my lower back, which is the kind of area I'm kind of feeling it the most. So I've been doing kind of, you know, cat cows and things like that, stretches if you may. I started getting round ligament pain in my 2nd trimester. It only lasted a few weeks and then it went away. I've not really had it since. That was so uncomfortable. However, if you have round ligament pain, sit like this. Oh my god, I can't even do it, it's my belly's so big now. Oh my gosh. You sit like this with your knees up and kind of don't be back against the seat like this, be over them. Fixes it instantly. It's great. And then the vagina pain. Yes, I had vagina pain. I actually had it yesterday. I find I have vagina pain when I, or what's it, pubis symphysis or something, I don't know what it's called. Pubic pain when I do single leg exercises. So I found I started getting that in the 2nd trimester when I was doing lunges. I was doing split leg lunges and step ups, and I was like, oh my god, why is my vagina doing the work? Because my vagina shouldn't be doing the work. It should be my legs. Why are my glutes not firing? I just stopped doing split leg lunges. But if you're having like pain like that, honestly, go on TikTok and type in what pain you have when you're pregnant, and there are millions of videos about everything. I have learned so much on TikTok about pregnancy, honestly. It's quite informative. Make sure you find reputable people to obviously take information from. Okay, final question, because it's not pregnancy related. We'll finish on something not pregnancy related. I want more motivation to go to the gym, but after a 10-hour shift, I'm exhausted. What can I do? You go before. You go before work. You get up an hour earlier, you do your workout, you get ready and you go to work. If you cannot find the motivation to go after work, you find the discipline to go before work. and that is that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A, this kind of catch up, this 3rd trimester stage of life. I'll show you we'll do a bump date, since I don't feel like YouTube sees much. But oh, if there was a mark on the screen and I thought that was like a big thread on my stomach. But this is our bump date. So we are very much, we're fully there now. There's no hiding it, no denying it, no nothing. We are fully impregnito. So we are 32.5 weeks, which means full term, I believe is, Alexa, when is a baby full term in pregnancy?
From wikipedia.org, the fetus is considered full term between weeks 36 and 40, when it is sufficiently developed for life outside the uterus.
I don't think week 36 is right, that's a bit early. I thought it was week 37, but then Adam said it was week 38. Let's just call it 37 since that's in the middle. So essentially that's 5 weeks from now. So I will have a full term fetus, as Alexa called it, in 5 weeks. But their due date is not for 8 weeks. Well, 7.5 now. Anytime between 5 and 8 weeks we can have baby. That's bizarre. That is bizarre. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope we were just having casual chat there. Thank you for still watching my YouTube videos. Thank you for your support. Make sure to subscribe if you are brand new, and I will see you guys in my next video.